Hooty hoo, all my stock market gamblers. Welcome today. I'm Tall Mike. Today's Wednesday, January 20th. What we got going on in the markets is more of the melt up. We're going higher. We hit new record highs today. New record highs. Economy going lower. More lower the economy goes, the higher the stock market goes. It's very sick, it's very demented, it's twisted. But I think we are getting closer to the end of this scenario. What we got right now going on is, well, investor euphoria, let's call it. Everybody thinks they can't lose money. They can only make money. You buy a stock, it goes up and you get out, right? Stocks don't go down anymore. You buy the dips. They're only going to rebound. They're going to bounce. And this has been going on for a long time. Probably going to continue for a while. I don't think we're ready to come down just yet. But here's how I know we're getting closer to the end. What we got is investor euphoria. Investor euphoria in the IPO market. Companies that are losing $100 billion a year are getting valuations of billions and billions of dollars in the IPO market. Now it's like, what do? Well, they're selling $20 bills for $10 and they're getting volume is incredible, but they're losing money, hand over fist, losing money, straight down in the money category. Things like Airbnb, losing money. Things like DoorDash, losing money. Even Uber and Lyft, losing money. They make it up on volume. They sell these $20 bills for $10. Of course they got revenues going up. What I want to talk about today a little bit is one that's becoming public. It's called Compass Real Estate. Now, I'm a real estate broker, so I do know a little bit about this industry, and I want to talk about it. Now, Compass, what they did is they started in 2012. So they've been around for 8 years now. Let's call it 8 years ago. They started up with an idea. All right, they raised $1.5 billion. $1.5 billion. Now, what was their idea? Their idea was to contact all the top real estate companies like Keller Williams, any company, any real estate brokerage. And they go after the top agents. If an agent is making $1 million a year in commission, they want to go and poach that agent and bring him over to Compass. Okay, well, that's a good business plan, right? Well, how do they do that? Well, let's first of all talk about how much real estate agents make. How much do the brokers make? Well, typically, I'm just going to go traditional now. Traditional, when you sell a house, the buying agent gets 3% and the selling agent gets 3%. This goes to the brokerage firms. Okay, so 3% is what I make. I'm a broker. I make 3% when I sell a property. Okay, so if I sell $1 million property, I make $30,000. Okay, now if I work for a company like a Keller Williams or a Century 21 or something like that, I have to give a percentage of that to my broker. Okay, to the company. So what do I give them? Out of that $30,000, well, they want half. They want $15,000, but they usually get, let's call it out of that $30,000, they'll get $5,000 and the agent will keep $25,000. Okay, the top agents. If you're a top agent, you can pull that commission split off. So what happens? Okay, let's say you're a Keller Williams agent and you're making $1 million in commissions. Okay, you're a top agent. You make $1 million. Well, you give Keller Williams maybe $100,000 to $200,000. But what does Compass do? Well, Compass calls you up and say, hey, how much are your commissions this year? And you say, well, I make $1 million in commission. I'm the top agent. They go, hey, why don't you come to our company? We'll pay you 100%. We'll give you the $1 million in commission, and then we'll also give you a signing bonus of, let's say, $200,000. Now, these numbers are just rough, okay? They're rough figures, but they're paying agents over the value that they're actually bringing into the company. Now, what does this do for the company? Well, it makes the company's revenues go like this. The number of agents that are jumping over to Compass is going like this. So the agents are going up, and the revenues are going up. But what's going down? What's going down? Profits are going down. There is no profits. There's no profits. There's only revenues, and there's the number of agents. And a lot of agents are already leaving Compass because they changed the commission split after you're there for a year. Okay, so they pay you more than you're bringing into the company your first year. How is that possible? Is that a good business model? Let me ask you that. Is that a sustainable business model? Well, a lot of people don't think it is. And anyways, there are other companies that are suing Compass Real Estate for stealing their agents with unethical business practices. Is it unethical to pay an agent more than he's making? More than he's bringing into the company? See, agents are not employees. They're independent contractors. Independent contractors are not employees, so they don't have benefits. They get paid on the number of commissions they bring in. Now, if you bring in $80,000 to commissions to a company, can a company pay you $100,000? They can. Is it smart to do that? I would say as a businessman, it's really stupid to do that. But with the new economy we live in, remember, the more money you lose, the higher valuation your company's going to have. So Compass Real Estate, they're losing money by paying agents way too much money, okay? And then what do? Well, they lose money, but their revenue's going up. Their revenue's going up. But they're losing money, right? Right? This is classic. So they're going to go IPO. They're going to dump this company onto the public. Now, they've raised $1.5 billion so far, but most of that money's already gone in losses over the 8 years they've been in business. You lose $100 million a year paying agents more than they're worth. But hey, you can dump this company onto the public. The public doesn't care. There's investor euphoria. You can't lose money. So they've got $1.5 billion in this. Who's the number one investor? Number one investor is SoftBank. Okay, SoftBank, now I know about, venture capitalists a little bit. They fund 10 companies. They hope one or two of them pan out and make a whole bunch of money. I think they actually have one company in SoftBank where it's a dog walking app. They invested $150 million into a dog walking app. But anyways, that one's probably not going to pan out. But you know what's going to pan out for them? Compass Realty's probably going to pan out. They're going to dump this onto the public. It's losing a lot of money. We don't have the exact numbers because they filed confidentially. But what they talk about their revenues going up. They talk about the number of agents that are going to the company. They talk about this so that they can dump this company onto the public, this losing money company. And the public right now, they love companies that lose money. Uber loses money. Airbnb loses money. DoorDash loses money, and they value them at billions and billions of dollars. So there's $1.5 billion they have into this company. Now, my prediction, I don't have the exact numbers. Once again, they filed confidentially. But I bet they take this company public, and they're going to try to take it public and raise, I'm going to put a market valuation probably north of $20 billion, which is insane because the market is not sustainable. I'm a real estate broker. I know what they're doing. It's almost, I'd say it's like Bernie Madoff stuff, but it's legal. You can pay an agent anything you want. I can call up agents on the phone and say, hey, come work for me. I'll give you 2 times whatever you bring in commissions. I'll pay you twice as much. Is that legal? Yes, it's legal. Is it ethical? I don't know. I don't know if it's ethical, but it is legal. And that's what they're doing. They're paying over what they're bringing in, and that's why the company's losing money. But you know what? Wall Street doesn't care if you're losing money as long as you got a good story and you got revenues that you can show are growing each year. Then you can dump the company, the piece of crap company, onto the public. And then the public's known as the bag holder. They're holding the bag. Okay. Now, am I saying the company's going to go down in value after it goes public? Eventually, it's not sustainable. It has to. But right now, we have investor euphoria. It may go up. It may pop on the open. It's wild what's going on in these IPOs. It's IPO insanity. DoorDash. What a concept. Don't get me wrong. I use these companies. I like food to be delivered to my house. Airbnb, I use it when I travel. You get a nice place to stay at a reasonable price. Uber, love Uber. You get a ride anywhere you want to go just on the app on your phone. But all of these companies, they're not viable business plans. They're losing money. They're losing money hand over fist is what they're doing. They're losing a lot of money. So anyways, that's what I want to talk about today. And that's how I know we're getting to a top in the stock market. Now, I don't think it's ready to come down just yet. By summertime, I think by summertime, we're going to be in free fall. But, it still wants to go up. Hit a new record high today. Companies want to go up. They're just getting the debt going into the marketplace. More debt, more debt, more debt. Dump these IPOs on the market that are losing $50 million to $100 million a year and dump them onto the market for $10 billion, $20 billion, $30 billion. Some of this is just insane. We've gone insane in the investing world. Will it last forever? It's not sustainable. I mean, you can print all the money. The money's got nowhere to go, so it comes into the marketplace and it dumps into the stock market and makes the stock market go to new record highs. But the economy itself's imploding. We're going to see a top really soon. I just wanted to talk a little bit about the IPOs that are coming on. They're losing tons of money, but yet they're going at these really high valuations of billions and billions of dollars, and they're just dumping them onto the American public. They don't know what they're buying. But they keep buying them, and I'm a trader. I'm not worried about jumping in and out of some of these because they will go higher initially. But this is going to end really bad. Very sad what's going to happen. Very sad. But anyways, get out there, do some trading. Market's up 200 on the Dow today. Over 200 on the NASDAQ. NASDAQ's your big gainer. Record highs, record highs, record highs. We're going to get more record highs. I'm Tall Mike. If you like this stuff, give me the thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. If you want to learn about chart reading, stockmarketgambler.com. That's what I am. I'm a stockmarketgambler.com. Subscribe so we can talk more like this. And we'll talk again really soon. Bye-bye now.